Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I am Nunung Pratiwi. I am from English Education Department of the State Islamic Institute of Surakarta. At this time, I'd like to compose a video talking about RPP, a lesson plan, and the example of the questions. Okay, here we go. Yeah, at this time I make a lesson plan for the junior high school at the first grade. You can have a look this. This is for junior high school at the first grade, and using curriculum 2013. And the material is about good morning and how are you. This is the first chapter of the book of the English book, in the curriculum 2013. Okay, we as a teacher, we have to know kompetensi inti and indikator pencapaian. For the first, this is emphasized in spiritual, emphasized in our religion to the students. And the second one is emphasized for our behavior. This is some behaviors that we have to do. We have to make the student do this. Yeah, for the competency in the second one is for the behavior, social behavior. And the third one is kompetensi inti for pengetahuan. Yeah, this is for pengetahuan in Indonesia, in Indonesian language. And in English is about talking about knowledge. Student have to know what we have to share to them, then they have to understood the material. You can check this. And the fourth one for competency inti is for one is this is the KI for the fourth. Yeah, you can follow this. You can check this. You can write it by yourself. Okay. Let's come down. Yeah, after we have KI and indicator, so we have basic competence, or we call as kompetensi dasar, and the purpose. The purpose of this lecture, yeah. And in my chapter, we are talking about greeting. The first chapter is greeting. So the first purpose is siswa dapat memberi salam kepada teman. The second one, siswa dapat menanyakan kabar kepada teman. The third one is siswa dapat memberi salam kepada guru. And the fourth one, siswa dapat menanyakan kabar pada guru. And the last one, siswa dapat menuliskan ucapan yang dia gunakan dalam waktu sehari dengan waktu tertentu dan orang tertentu. Okay. At the first kompetensi dasar, we're talking about greeting. So at the second one is we're talking about saying goodbye. Yeah. Siswa dapat mengidentifikasi percakapan transaksional dengan menggunakan ucapan selamat tinggal. And the purpose is siswa dapat mengucapkan selamat tinggal pada teman, siswa dapat mengucapkan selamat tinggal pada guru, siswa dapat mengucapkan selamat tinggal ketika hendak tidur. Okay. And the third one for competency dasar is say thank you and say sorry. And the purpose of this chapter is siswa dapat mengucapkan terima kasih pada guru dengan situasi tertentu. Siswa dapat meminta maaf pada teman. Siswa dapat meminta maaf pada seorang tertentu dengan situasi tertentu. Okay, this is for the questions. Yeah, the first one is limited description test. This is the example. I made it in conversation, but we have to answer it in the short answer. For example, hello, blah blah blah, and the second person is saying good morning, Hannah, hi, and blah blah blah. So we need to complete this and this or this for a short answer, not maybe only one or two words. Yeah, you can have a look this. You can check this for the questions. Okay, let's come down. And at the first grade of junior high school, students have to know in what time they have to use some greetings. In what time, this is for the time to whom they have to use, and what we have to say if we ask a student. Okay, this is the same, yeah. This is the same with the first appearance at the previous questions. So we need to complete this. We need to complete each number in a short answer. Yeah. This is for the number two. Number two, we as a teacher, we have to make a variety questions. I made it into a free description test. For free description test, we have to make student free as much to make the answer. It can be short. It can be longer than the limited description test. Make a conversation which contains say goodbye and say sorry to your friends or your teacher or etc. Okay, let's count down. Yeah, this is the answer key. This is the answer key. You can have a look this. In the limited description test, we should not make many words. It may only consist 2 words, 2 clause, or 1 clause. Okay, this is the expression that student used in particular time and to specific persons in a daily life. This is the answer for the 5th number at the previous questions. Yeah, this is the same. Yeah, for the description test, I made it into. I asked the student. I suggest the student to make a conversation because the chapter of this section is greeting. Greeting is talking about conversation or speaking. Yeah, I made it into this one. This is only consists 2 persons. You can have all this. You can read by yourself. This is only simple conversation the student at the first grade make, yeah, at this chapter. Nah, okay, this is for the scoring rubric for limited description test. I make it into an example. Nia, Mai, Ani, and Ina. For limited description test, I have each number. You can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. This is mean for from this what we call this, from for this range we got this mean, yeah, and we need to make it into sum, into we need to have we have to know the summarize, we need to know the sum of this row, yeah, for this each row to count the score. Yeah, this is the score criteria. You can check this, you can read it by yourself. Okay. So as a teacher, we should not make a score by doing our what we are taking to the student. We should make it into this range. We should we should we should do in the correct way. Okay, DP is actually daya pembeda, ya. Daya pembeda is dis dis discriminating point, discriminating power, I mean discriminating power of criteria. You can check this, you can have a look this by yourself. Up to 4 perfect or easy, and 3 until 3 point until 0.39 is good, and 2 until, I mean 0.2 until 0.27 is fair or needed remedial. If the student got less than 0.19, it is unfavorable us, or the question is too hard. The question must be delayed. Yeah, this is for the example, yeah. Why we use this divided by 2, and why we use this divided by 2? You do know? Okay. At the first time, 16 is the total score for the first participant and the second participant, and this is 15, right? This is for the third and the fourth participant, so we have to make it into divided by 2, and this is for divided by 2. Yeah, you can check this. And for the first question, we got 0.83. So this question is good. For the next number, you can check this. Okay, there are some unfavorable questions, so we as a teacher in the future, and whenever we make questions and the same question, we have to delete this number, or the same question for this number, and this number, because this is very difficult for junior high school at the first grade, and we get an easiest one. So at this time we have to make it into more difficult, yeah, because The total or the total is yeah, you can check this as the indicator. This is very easy question. Okay, next. At the second one, at the first time, at the first one, we're talking about discrimination power. Yeah, discriminating power. I mean, and the second one, we're talking about difficulties criteria. For the difficulties criteria, we have to make the range for the typical one, medium, and easy. This is not to you, but I choose this one to make to make this simulation. Yeah, yeah. The formula is mean divided by score max. We have to figure out first for the mean of each column. Yeah, I talked to you. I told you before, as I told you before. I mean, yeah. For the example is for the number one, the total score of the number one. I mean for the mean is 7.25 divided by 7. 7 is maximal score for each number. Eh, sorry, not 7, but this is 10. Yeah, yeah. You can check this. For the number one this is very easy. Then the second one is a medium level. The third one is easy, and etc. You can check this by yourself. Okay, we'll continue. Yeah, this is a scoring rubric for free description test for the conversation that I asked the student to compose. Um, we have to know what we have to assess. The first one is contain. Contain consists of topic and content. This is only 13% by the 100%. You can check this. You can check this for the first one, the topic complete, and the details are related to the topic. The score is 4. If the topic complete but the detail as almost related to the topic, this is you get 3, and after this you get 4, you get 2, you got 1. Again, for the second criteria is about organization. Organization is talking about the students, how to organize the text. Yeah, you can check this. Identification is complete and description is arranged in the paper into proper connectives. The student got 4, and after this, identification is almost complete and description is arranged in almost the proper connective. Almost the proper connective, student got 3, and after this, everything in the description is arranged by issuing the proper connective. The student got 2, and after this, student got 1, only 1. And the third point that we have to assess in writing is also grammar. Yeah. Grammar is talking about arrangement, use present tense, because we at this time we are going to talk about conversation for the beginner. Yeah, you can check this for the definition for each score for 1, 2, 3, or 4, and after this. For the third one that we have to assess is also vocabulary. This is only consists of 15% by 100. Yeah, you can check this by the criteria if you want. Okay, let's continue. And the next, for the mechanism, how to mechanism is talking about how to the student how to arrange the text by their own opinion. Yeah, you can check this. For fourth score is for it is used correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization. Yeah, mechanism is talking about punctuation, spelling, and capitalization. You can check this. Okay, this is for the formula. Score. Yeah, you can read it by yourself. I only want to read it. What I have to share to you. She is contained. Why we write 3 for C? Because 3 is the content only 30. I mean 30%. 30% by 100%. Yeah, this is O. Yeah, 2 O. 2 O. 2 is indicates that the organization is only consists of 20% by 100. You can continue this by your own reading. Yeah. Yeah, this is for the simulation assessment. Nia, Nai, Ani, Ina. And question for free description test. We got 3 4 3 3 cross 3 plus 2 cross 4 plus 2 cross 4, and after this plus 1.5 cross 3 and 1.5 cross 4 divided by 14 and cross 20. Yeah, this is the score. You can check this. You can read it by yourself. Okay, this is the end of the objective test. So we have to move the subjective test and the oral test or the question. Thank you. Next is for the subjective test. For the subjective test, for the kompetensi inti and indikator and also kompetensi dasar and purpose or the tujuan pembelajaran are the same with the objective test. Yeah. Let's go to the exercise. Yeah. Objective test is actually talking about multiple choice. So we can make some exercise by our creativity. Yeah. Yeah. At this time, I make a conversation and I wrote that the conversation is for number 1 until 4. Okay. Student have to cross the only one answer from the fourth answer. For the number 1, Vika is it takes by this statement. It takes from the conversation in the on the top of this. Yeah, Vika is, yeah, you can check this, but you have to read the conversation first. Okay. This is only the example. You can read it by yourself. This is for number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Okay. And the next for the objective test is matching menjodohkan, match the question to the appropriate answer. So student have to match this from this statement to from the right statement to the left statement. Oh sorry, from the left statement to the right statement. Only one. I made it the answer into 5 answers because students have to recognize more the statement. And the next question is talking about the choice, how to choose which one the true one or which one the false. At this time, make sure the statement is true or false. If true, just write true. If false, just write false. This is the example of the questions. For example, I only read one. I need to go to hospital. I repeat that I needs. This is using as. Is it correct or not? This is up to the student, yeah. Okay. This is for number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Okay, this is the answer key for the true and false questions. And this is the scoring rubric. Part A, Part B, and Part C. For each number, for the true one, we need to give 1. For the false, we give 0. Yeah, this is the formula. And this is the example of the student who I had assessed about. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, this is the oral test. Yeah, for the oral test, I only make 1 questions. Elaborate how is the history of Ramadan samples. So this is will be done in the oral section. Yeah, the teacher have to give the this kind of questions for, and the student have to assess this question orally. Yeah, this is the answer key for these questions. You can check this and you can read it by yourself. Okay. Yeah, this is for the scoring rubric for oral test. I think it is almost same with the free description test and the previous. You can check this. Contains, yeah, organization, grammar also, vocabulary, yeah, and the formula is almost the same with the previous questions, yeah. Okay, this is the questionnaire for the student. I focus on writing skills, so I made it into how to improve the writing skills. The way to improve writing skills, the statement. Then the student should give a check or a cross over here, over here, and over here. For the first statement is I like reading a novel to improve vocabulary. If the student agree or the student often or like the reading, reading novel, they should choose one of the third answer. For the second one is I like making a mapping first before I write note. Yeah, this is the same with the previous question. This is the same with the first question, and student have to give big cross in one of the three column. Yeah. This is the last of my presentation. Hopefully it will be useful for us. So thank you for your attention. See you and assalamualaikum.